Hi, welcome to Oma's Kitchen.
Oregano.
Tonight we are having tilapia fillets with our dinner, but I wanted to show whenever I make those for a dinner, I also make extra. So both of these get roasted in the oven with some spices and lemon juice and olive oil, and then I put the extra in the refrigerator. The next day, I get out the extra cooked tilapia and I use it to make tilapia salad on crackers with some herbs, and we have that as a very light summer meal with some fruit or vegetables cut up with it. So I'm showing this part now, even though we're going to eat these tonight, so that I can get these out of the refrigerator tomorrow and we can film tilapia salad as one of our summer meals. So I have 10 tilapia fillets here, no bones or skin. I have a lemon. I have my beaten up old brush here, and we're going to use that to brush some olive oil liberally on top of these fillets. Probably a couple of tablespoons here. We want that to be able to cook in with it as it roasts. It's really this simple. Just a little bit of olive oil spread around on everybody. Okay? That's all we need for that. I'm just going to slice this lemon, most of it in slices. Make sure there's no seeds. I can see seeds all through it. So I have to dig those out. I take this end, and this is what I use to put a little bit of lemon juice over the whole thing. Definitely helps the flavor of the fish to not be so fishy when it comes out of the oven. Okay, and then let me dig the seeds out of here. Here, let's do this. Out. And we just lay them around on top. Get out. 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 Okay. Here we go. This is such a simple dish. Tonight we are having this fish with our leftover summer pasta stir fry from yesterday. I will put that on the channel, so you will see both, and these go really well together because that stir fry has spaghetti and some Italian spices and tomatoes and spinach. It goes really well with fish. And then tomorrow we will take our extra fish, and I will put that on the channel as well. We will make tilapia salad. It is one of your favorites, isn't it? When I line them all with the crackers and everything. It is good. For these summer meals, I try to have lighter dishes so I don't feel so weighed down with heavier meals until the weather starts to cool off again. It definitely needs salt, and because you're adding oil, adding salt won't dry it out. So put a good sprinkle of salt over the top. So there's that. A dash of fresh cracked pepper. Nice? Yeah. Okay. We'll do some parsley first. Dried parsley. And you don't have to overwhelm it with the spices. Bit of onion powder. Not too much. You don't want it too oniony. Okay. And we are down to basil and oregano. So basil first. And of course I'm going to include oregano. It's one of my favorites.
It smells nice.
It does smell good, doesn't it? Okay, oregano is the last one. Put that on there. They go in at 425 for anywhere between 12 and 15 minutes. You really want the edges to start to brown before you pull them out. You want that flaky fish in the middle. Okay, in they go. Okay, here's tray number 1. And tray number 2. Put them in a bowl, cover them over. Tomorrow is when we tear them into little bits for the salad. Today in Oma's kitchen, we're going to make a whitefish salad. It's tilapia that we roasted last night. We're going to mix it with some sharp cheddar cheese and a bunch of spices and some mayo. We'll put it on some crackers, and I like to spread them out on these big wooden boards that I have. And we're going to have those with some organic rainbow carrots and mini cucumbers that I will cut up. I'm going to slice up some tomatoes. I'm going to put salt, pepper, and tarragon on those as well. I have some organic champagne grapes here. Look at how tiny they are. And if you've never tried these, I recommend them. They are sweet, small grapes, and this actually came from the food rescue company that I tend to order things from. These are organically grown, and for some reason they were headed for the landfill, and instead they're headed for our tummies. And I've got a couple of organic oranges here and some cherries, and we're gonna make a little fruit tray. So, tilapia salad, very light summer meal tonight in Oma's kitchen. This length. And the rest of these cucumbers aside. For the tomatoes, these get their own plate. And I have a bad spot on this tomato. I don't care. I'm just going to cut that portion off and get the center out. Come out. Okay. And then I will make slices with what I have left. Put them on here. Don't throw away the whole tomato just because it has a bruised spot on it. Use the other part. Tastes just as good. And then I have a Roma tomato that's left over from another dish, so I'm going to add that as well. Okay. On here. Get on there. Okay. And then these will get, even though I'm using a little tarragon in the tilapia salad, these will have a little on them as well. So a little salt. Oh, and I have to get my fresh cracked pepper too. A little bit of salt on there. Tomatoes always benefit from some salt and pepper. So some fresh cracked pepper on here. Nice. and tarragon. Let me open that up so I can get some bigger pieces on there. Yeah. Isn't that pretty? See that? Mm-hmm. Close. No. Put away. No, I'm going to use the tarragon. Let me grab the bowl. The oranges.
Oranges?
Oranges. You're going to tease me about the way I say that, aren't you? I'm going to put some of these champagne grapes on my fruit tray here. The others aside for tomorrow. Would you like one?
Well, yes.
So pretty. And they're really good, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
Okay, so now we're going to open these oranges. Also from the food rescue company that I use. And look at how beautiful they are on the inside. Usually the ones that come in that are organically grown, they're a little bit ripe. And if I use them before they go over to the bad side, they're wonderful. So this will go well. Anything citrus goes well with fish or tuna or anything like that. So this will work out well. Okay. Look at how pretty those are. And I will throw a couple of cherries on top once I get all of this cut up. Very nice. Beautiful. We can just pick what we want, put it on our plates as we eat dinner tonight. These cherries are going to be over to the bad side soon if we don't eat. These are nice dark cherries. Look at that. I know. Well, you know, you should try to make your food pretty because you eat with your eyes first.
Yeah.
So, put a few in there. A lot of the stuff that goes with our fish salad ready to go. I need to make the dip for the vegetables. This is a nice fresh ranch dressing. But in the bottom of my bowl here, I will put about 2 teaspoons of local honey. And I will put a little bit less than that of mustard. Okay, so we have honey and mustard in here. Mix them together. I might add a little bit more mustard. You might not think that honey mustard dressing and ranch dressing would go well together, but they really do. I don't know why they don't make that. So we want some of this. I'm going to add a little parsley to it. And just a dash of onion powder, not much. There you go. Smells good already. Okay, and on top of that, I will add quite a bit of ranch dressing. Okay. Mix them in together. And then I will take another spoon that will not go back in here and taste it. See if I need to change the mixture a little bit. That was probably 1/3 of a cup of ranch mixed with my honey, mustard, and parsley. And a little bit of it. There we go. Try that. Did I get the mixture right?
Oh, that's really good.
Okay. I don't know why they don't sell this.
You should.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that works. Add it into our bowl in the center. And you guys can take however much of it you want with your veggies tonight. There you go. Beautiful. My freshly washed hands. I'll take pieces of this fish, and if you pinch it, it comes apart. Any hard bits that you find still connected to the fish, go ahead and pull those off. So,
Easy.
yeah. See, and all I'm doing is pinching it and getting chunks of white fish. The trick to this is don't add the mayonnaise until the very end. You want the fish broken into bits, and then you want the sharp cheddar cheese added and no lemon. See how it's got a lemon still stuck to it from last night? So you want the fish, the spices, and the cheese all added to it before you add any mayo. And make sure you have the right amounts. I use a little bit less cheese than fish, but almost half and half, but not quite. So we probably have 2 to 2.5 cups of little bits of roasted tilapia. Some sharp cheddar. Okay, and really I'm just going to add what I think is about 2 cups of that. And really I'm just going to lightly fluff it together and see what my mixture looks like. I might need some extra cheese in there. So I probably want about a teaspoon of onion powder. I want a good 1.5 teaspoons or 2 teaspoons of tarragon. A lot of dill weed. So this is dill. I'm probably going to do 2.5 teaspoons of dill, almost a tablespoon of dill. We'll do a little bit of parsley, but I'm going to sprinkle a little parsley on top of the crackers when I get them done. So we'll just do a little bit. Some salt. Don't make it too salty. You want that sweetness to come through. Okay, and we're going to mix all this up together before I add anything else. It smells wonderful already.
Yeah.
Alright, I use my squirt bottle of mayo, and I add probably 1/4 cup at a time until I have the correct amount in there. So that's about 1/4 cup. I don't want too much mayo in here. So far it's about 3/4 cup. You know, and really this is, the amount of mayo is your own personal choice too. Some people love mayonnaise and some people really don't. So it depends on what you like. What you want is something that'll pile up on your crackers in a little pile. That's what you're aiming for. Okay, so probably close to 1 cup of mayo to get it all to blend well together and not be too dry. All right, I think we're there. Comes out nice, doesn't it?
It does.
These crackers out on this tray, my beaten up old tray. These are wonderful crackers. They have black sesame seeds in them and some whole grains, and they toast the sesame seeds before they put them in the crackers, which gives the crackers a really nice flavor. So I want you to be able to see it. I take about a flat tablespoonful, about like that, and I put it on each cracker and sort of pile it up on there so you can see. When I'm done, I sprinkle parsley over the whole thing, and the dudes can get as many for their plate as they want and come back for more, and kind of how it works. And this is a great summer evening meal. Close to finishing this tray full. Yet another beaten up cutting board. That's okay. Okay, there's 5 extra. Go with those. And one last one for the cameraman. Hang on. Parsley. I won't have as much on it as most of them do, but I don't think you'll take it personally.
No.
Parsley on there. take all this aside. I need to parsley them. Put these where you can see them. And I really just go through and sprinkle a little parsley on top because it makes a nice presentation. And it doesn't add a ton of flavor to them, just enough to be fresh. Thank you for joining me in Oma's Kitchen. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll upload more tasty videos soon, and a special shout out to Moon Pie and Lil Bit. Till next time.
Oregano.